have a special resource person today who will be answering all your questions and guide you to participate in this humorous speech contest and accomplish your objectives to win the competition. He is a fellow member of Institute of Chartered Accountants of Sri Lanka and a champion speaker of humorous speech contest. Let's welcome DTM Babukumar. Please give him a big round of applause.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Dear friends, am I audible? You all can hear me?
Yes, please go ahead.
Thank you, my dear friends. Yes, now the time for your, just I'll share my knowledge with you. Before you asking your question, is it okay if I ask you questions from the audience?
No? Yes, of course.
Yeah, yes, thank you. What is the reason you joined this Toastmaster Club? Yeah, I'm just asking the audience the reason why you joined this Toastmaster, I mean not this AAT, the Toastmaster Club. Why you became a Toastmaster? The reason?
For myself, I think I wanted to be a better communicator and a better leader to this professional world. Yeah.
How about others? My dear friends, I like if you can open your video. I like to see your lovely faces. If possible, please do so. It's so good. Otherwise, you know, I can understand most of the people that experience the power cut. You know, what is the reason we are having the Zoom? If we can just speak, we can do this meeting on the phone. So my humble request, possible only, just open the video. I like to see the face. Otherwise, I feel boring to speak to the black screen. Wow, why? What a wonderful sceneries and nice faces. Thank you very much for your response. Yes, tell me the reason why you joined, why you became as a Toastmaster.
For me, honestly, I joined to win contests.
Fantastic.
Because I heard about Toastmasters through contest and I wanted to win contest. But obviously through that, I've become better at communicating.
Very good. How about others?
I joined how to learn to talk.
Good.
I joined how to learn to talk.
Very good. Very good. How about others, my dear friends? Right. That is my first question. The second questions, right? Now, do you like winning a contest? What is the reason? You want to be a winner, right? What is the reason?
Yeah, I want to be a winner because I want to say the word that I am a good communicator and also a public speaker.
Wow. Good, madam. Very good, madam. Do you think that's possible only you become a winner in the contest? You feel free to speak to me, don't worry. But there's another gentleman just spoke to me, he's a grammarian today, right? He said that he want to win the contest. I'll ask a question from you, my dear friend. Now, we are winning the contest, right? You become a winner, fine, good. On the other hand, there are some losers. Are you happy when you see the losers? Yes, I won the contest. I made them as a loser. Are you happy about that or not?
Maybe when I was in school, I was happy, but now, no, definitely.
Now you are not happy. Why that, sir? Why that, sir? Very good question. Why that, sir?
Because, you know, end of the day, you're defined by the people competing against you, and the growth and the learning is through those compatriots. So someday you may lose, someday you may win, but what comes out of it is what is important.
Yes, making others losers is not a success. It's a sickness, is exactly said. When he was school, yes, he did. Now he's a matured, he's a gentleman now. So what he really want to self-improvement. Am I right, sir? We are unique. We don't want to win anybody. We just fighting with ourselves. We want to win ourselves. That's the reason we joined Toastmasters and we try to improvise. The reason I'm saying so. Now, before you ask your questions, I just share my experience. I gone to division for all contexts, humorous speech, international, and table topic and evaluation. Those days we didn't have the Zoom in person. The funny thing, when you go to the contest, you can see only the judges, contestants, telecounters, and MC. Right? Not very rare you find audience. These are the crowd. When you go to the area contest, same. Even division, get some few guests more. Just to support the audience and judges. What I learned from there in the contest, I met good speakers. Okay, then I learned from them being a contestant. Sometimes I see the technique, how they used to become a winner. So I used to do that, I'll follow the technique the second time, but not win in the division. But I saw the winner is having another new technique. So it's going keep on like that. Later I realized, no, we should not follow others. We should have a unique style. We should have our own style. So that I learned just by participating for the contest. So most of the members, they never participate for this contest for the area level or division level. But now Zoom, at least you are looking. But in the Zoom and the in-person is vary. Here we are very strict to speak to the camera because the location is very, very narrow. Therefore, my idea for the members, if you are a Toastmasters, you join this club just to improve yourself. The one and only way you can improve, just contest. Just contest. Don't worry about winning. You don't want to win anybody. Just see the experience. Just keep on contesting for humorous speech, international, everything. Go. Keep on doing that. After a couple of contests, you realize how you are improved yourself. That is the real winning. That winning is far better than making others losers and I'll become a winner. Is not really is a winning at all. So with that note, I am ready to answer for your questions. My humble request, all the Toastmasters should contest, not to win others, but to win yourself. Okay, madam, I'm free to answer for your questions, rather taking your time. I have given only 10 minutes. Yes, my dear friends.
Thank you, DTM Babu. Today, Toastmaster Hishan also will be supporting me to conduct this session. So my first question is how to add humor to a speech. It is different from a normal speech.
Good. Now, there are two types of humor. Just you can, by your speech, you can create humor, even the body language. The way of express also you can create humor. By the message also you can add humor, right? Now we'll put like this. Now in the humorous speech, 7-minute speech. So if we can full pack of this both is ideal. Rather depending on only one side, only with the body language or only with the speech. Say for an instant, I'll give a small, conversation, right? Even some small thing, I can remember one at the contest, I really forgot the speech. In the stage, we got panic, right? Then I told 23 years ago, the next line, I really totally forgot that. Then I told, don't try to calculate my age now. Just, I want to fill the gap. But you never feel that word make a big humor in the audience. I never expected that. When I said 23 years ago, now don't try to calculate my age. So sometimes some small thing will make humor, right? So there's no hard and fast rule, but one thing I have to tell you, I'll come to that answer later. Therefore, say now how you can say the body language and the words, we'll put like this. Now, when I went to office in the first time, I was an audit trainee. I was given a ledger and cash book to do posting. But there was a beautiful girl seated in front of me. I saw the definition of beautiful, right? Always I'm looking at her. One day, Friday the 13th, she came up to me and say, Babu, now I'm saying the body language, that since I see whether I can adjust the camera accordingly. Yeah. But Babukumar, my name is Moni. I replied, Mohini? No. Moni. So something you are showing your body language. Then the conversation going on. See, my sister got married to the Chinese. Now she's expecting. Expecting for what? So this is, you can't create. Just I'm asking, expecting for what? So you are creating humor in each and every moment, right? Because you can't have a rocket science, so you can't plan for this. But I saw our Toastmaster there, and Kanchana was laughing for that when I'm asking the question. So the small thing, it makes humor. So that is the way you have to create humor in your speech. But what I feel is, generally once you write the speech. I say don't write that. But after that, keep on practice, go beyond your control. Don't stick to the speech what you wrote. Then you never go out and get some new idea. In my case, what I do normally when I'm jogging or driving, like, something, if you speak something without anybody, some people may think what's going. My wife knows if I'm preparing a speech, she knows. When I go to bed also, before sleeping also I do that. So I keep on repeating the speech in a various way. So you'll get different idea. Then you build up the speech, okay? And have a many speech. Don't go, if you are going for this contest, don't prepare this contest and finish it like that. You should have a different speeches. Okay, so the technique, your question was, what is the technique, right? One is the body language and the facial expression and the voice variation. Now, we even say for a small conversation, the nurse was talking to the doctor. There was a dialogue. Even in the voice, you can make humor. The dialogue was like that. The nurse is asking, doctor, are you sure that we can save this patient life by doing this operation? No, I'm pretty sure we can't save the patient by doing this operation. Then why, doctor, we are doing this operation? Just you want to give the message, even that you try to do something abnormal to keep the audience with you. Because that 7 minutes, you should not allow the audience to feel boring, right? Keep on changing your voice and something like that, and keep the audience just occupied with you. They are not going out of your speech 7 minutes. So have some technique like that, even the voice variation, body language, facial expression, and with the script of the speech, you can have this humor to the speech. I think I'm answered the question.
Yes, it's a combination of a body language, facial expressions, and vocal voice.
We have seen some speakers, they are very strict, they are very rude, but still they create humor. But if you are so expert in, that's fine. But if you are an ordinary person where you are not expert in anything, so you should have a mix of everything.
Yeah, exactly. So my next question is, how we are going to manage the audience? It's like audience is more engaging when it comes to humorous speech. There is laugh and all.
Yes, very good question. Now, the issue is like this. Now, generally, when at home in my dining table, I used to share some jokes to see whether I can use this for the speech. But I have a different character. My wife is a very serious, dead serious. Okay, she was so busy, she never laughed. So we can't expect her to laugh. I don't know, as because of I'm husband, she don't want to laugh. That is the character. So we can't change that. My daughter is a different character. When I crack a joke, she was with, sometimes she was with the phone and everything. After a couple of minutes, she will laugh. Then I was, darling, what the joke? Just you share with me. No, I was thinking what you said. Now, what this is happened in the contest also, when your joke, that audience may laugh for the second speakers. That crowd also there, right? But we should not worry about this crowd, right? What I feel is, now your questions, how to handle the audience, right? How to handle the audience. This is something like, now see, if the people are very happy, you can easily make them laugh. A very good example, if you have a baby at home, 2-3 years or 3-month baby, just get close to her, take something and say, make some noise, she will laugh or he will laugh, the baby will laugh. Okay, because the baby have a very joyful or happy life. When the baby grown up to 50 years, get close to the face and say, what will happen? In the age of 50, you can't do that because they are not having the happy life. They are having a serious life. Therefore, you don't expect the audience to laugh for your old jokes. And sometime in the area level, I don't think that is happening now. Some politics also will come out. Say the audience response also, there is a marking scheme. Now, if you are contesting for your club level, some other club members will never respond for that. So you may get upset. That is first issue. I have some personal experience. It's not nice to criticize in the Zoom, but I'll tell you that because it is a practical thing happening. I can remember when I was in the contest, there are 7 judges, a humorous speech, right? You can't go and crack the same joke to the same person twice. It will never work out. So I noticed the judges. So first time they are really enjoying that. When I went to the area, out of 7, 4 there. Right? Now I'm a humorous speaker. See my situation. How I'm going to crack this same joke. So if I have a 2 speeches, it's ideal for me to put the second one there. Right? Now if I'm going with 1 speech, no, because our target to win the judges, not to the audience. They are, if you are slow, if you are really focusing for contest to become a winner, we have to focus the judges. The funny thing, when I go into the division, you may think how you can feel, you can see the division contest. Even we can see, I had the experience those days. When I went to division, out of 7, again 3 is coming. So throughout the session, 3 judges are looking my speech from club area like that. Therefore, what my suggestion is, you don't be dead serious about the audience. You prepare a good speech, right? In the first day, the first audience, if they enjoy the speech, that's enough. Because you don't win the judges, you win the audience. If the audience can remember your speech, right? You know, the audience are new, right? Only the judges may come or some serious people may come. But the other members, if they can remember the speech by looking at you in any other occasion, he's the one did that speech, he's the one, something like that is the real winner for me. That is the real winning. Maybe in the contest you are loser, but still the audience can remember you by just thinking the speech. He's a good speaker. I really enjoyed the speech. That's the winning. Therefore, what I feel is don't focus to keep happy. I mean, the focus to make the audience happy. That's not your story. Create the speech. Try to be a very humorous speech. See the audience. Out of 20, if 3, 4 really enjoying the speech, that's enough. You don't try to make everybody laugh, everybody to enjoy the speech, and all stages to enjoy the speech. That is not, it's not practical. That is my answer for this question.
Yeah, I think you have answered my next question is as well. So my next question would be, if I crack a joke, if no one is laugh, I'm going to handle it. Because
that is a serious issue. Don't expect that they will laugh for you every joke. First thing I have to tell you. But as a humor speaker, the first minutes you just look around the audience. There are some faces you can see they will react for your speech. They put it like this or like this, something like that. And even if you crack a small joke, from the face you can see they really like you to enjoy your speech, right? Just pinpoint that place. Yeah, he's that my man is there to enjoy my speech. Keep him where is he? Now keep on doing the speech. There are some serious people. There are some people even use speech. They do something in the phone and do some other work. It's happened. Or some they think here and there. Keep that man also in your mind. When you crack the joke, look the person who is really enjoying your speech. Definitely you'll get a reaction. Don't look the entire audience. Okay, if that man even small smile, that's enough for you, right? Even it's not happened sometime. The reason it's not reached correctly to the audience. That also the possibilities there. If our joke is not reached properly, if they can't really understand, you can't crack the joke. You know, the first time those who are doing, when you are, especially in the humorous speech, when we are planning each and every joke, just keep the time because you are preparing for the 7 minutes, right? Just 30 seconds or 20 seconds, something based on your joke, keep a gap for that. Don't speak at that moment. When they are clapping and they are laughing, if you are starting the next word, then they can't get that word correctly. Therefore, for that particular joke, they won't laugh. Even though you know what is the story, the audience are first time they are listening to that. So they won't get that correctly. Therefore, as a humorous speaker, you should have the pause between the 2 sentences or whatever the topic you are handling there. It's happened because you want to finish before you get that red card. So if you keep on going, it will happen. Therefore, for a speech, do very slowly. You see the winning speech is not very fast. You would have seen even the champion speakers, how they waste the time in the stage. Now we are dead serious about the time. Within 7 minutes, we have to bring everything and give the full stuff. But they are very slow. They are very quiet and they look here and there and they do the speech, right? Because that is the technique. So for the humorous speech, especially, you should have a gap and don't worry if the response is bad. It's happened everywhere. So you don't worry, because what I feel is you worry about your performance. Whether I never say you do best, you do above that. Possible, video your speech, Come and see how I perform in the club level, how my performance was in the area level, how is in the division level. If you are improving, that is the victory. That is my task. That is my task. But you know, you want to, one day you will win definitely. But there are two things. Yeah, if you contest with the intention of winning, sometimes your speech may not be good. But if you do the speech by really enjoying that, this is my speech, I really enjoy what I'm doing, that may be the very great speech sometime. If you are so serious and if you want to win, that may be a good speech, but it cannot be a great speech unless you enjoy and do that. So the person, the gentleman who is really want to win, I'll wish him, but he should always enjoy what he's doing there. That should be the 90%. And the intention of winning, if that is goes supersede this, sometimes we go panic and we get upset and we do all unwanted things. Okay, therefore generally when I go to the stage, I forget about the winning and all. Just I want to enjoy, I want to make the audience happy. I want to do something about best. That's my technique. I never worry about the response of the audience.
It's all about expressing ourselves and enjoy the contest rather than focusing on winning.
Exactly.
So my next question is, do we have to, like, speaker have to laugh during when we crack a joke? Like, should speaker laugh or not?
You know, now see, if I laugh like that before speak, you may laugh sometime, right? But do you think it's make any sense? Sometimes you would have seen among friends, they come out with some story, before they tell, they laugh and we can't understand. As because of they laugh, we also laugh. So, but it's not work out in the contest. Okay, in normal life, it's okay. For in the contest, even you can't laugh. The reason you are practicing for many times. Even you, just for your own joke, you can't laugh second or thrice. Therefore, what I suggestion is, it's not good. You know, when you start laughing, then you can't express the way that really you want to say. Because you can have the cake and eat the cake. Okay. Therefore, there are something, even by just laughing, you can create humor. It's there, I'm not saying. Now, so there was a conversation between that. When you laugh, the audience also will start laugh. So if it's a purpose of laughing, do that. Otherwise, because of the joke you enjoy, and if you laugh, it won't work out, it's not good. Okay. But nothing wrong if the audience also join with you and laugh. But if you're only yourself, you are laughing, then that is something, it won't work out. Therefore, my advice, don't do that unless it's really need for the purpose, for the speech.
Yes, Toastmaster Hishan, I think you can go ahead with your questions as well.
Okay, Toastmaster Budu. So, Toastmaster Babukumar, it's very nice to have you in this meeting. I'm so sorry that my video is like not clear because there's a connection issue in my area.
I understood, yes.
Yeah, sure. My questions are, the first questions I'm going to ask you is, wait a minute. Got it. What types of problems about items we can use?
You are talking about the prop, right?
Yeah, the props. Yeah.
Good. You know, I have seen in my experience, now say I got a phone from my friend and carrying the phone is not a prop. So I got angry and I throw the phone at her. It's not a prop. Prop means it should demonstrate something. Rather your speech, it should help you to demonstrate. Now say for an instance, now I am having this in my hand, right? By looking at this, what do you feel? What I am doing now? Oh, when I show this glass, what is your perception by looking at this glass?
Having a beer.
Very good.
I don't think so. It's a green tea.
Very good. See the different perception, right? Apart from that, there are many things we can do this. Now half is filled, balance is empty, right? Different perception. One man, madam said beer, yes, but Jen says plain tea because they are familiar with that. They know what is beer and what is plain tea. Okay, so So demonstrate that. Now see the way you are thinking, the matter goes wrong. So to explain that, you can have like this. Or you want to explain something different, we'll say now, just carrying this glass like this is a problem for me or not? Come on, my dear friends, tell me. I'm just carrying this glass. Is a big issue for me or not? A simple question. Do you think I'm just carrying this glass? Will it be a big issue for me? You respond? No, right? There was a chat, no. Right. If I'm carrying this for 1 hour like this, will it be a problem or not?
It will be a problem.
Half a day? 1 day?
Yeah, then people are think crazy.
Yeah. Therefore, now when you want to demonstrate, if you have a problem, just think, reconcile, and see whether there's a solution. Go for a solution. If there's no solution, then there's no point of worrying about that. Just you have to take it. So just to explain such a scenario, you can bring this and you can explain this. So that we can say prop. Apart from that, just I want to bring a glass, I want to bring the phone. So just showing that I got a gift, some laptop or something like, it's not a prop. Therefore, be careful. But I have seen even some champion speakers brought prop. They became the winners, but it's not a real prop. Just to show, something like that. I don't want to explain that further. It's not good, but I have seen it's not a real prop. But it's sometimes they think it's a prop, and the judges also think it's okay. But as far as I'm concerned, that my personal opinion, prop mean it should help you to demonstrate in very easy way. It will give the real impact to the audience, or to easy to explain it. Then only it's a prop. As because of I'm talking about the TV, no point of carrying the TV on the stage and showing as a prop. Okay, so be mindful whether it's a real prop or not. Unless otherwise you use the prop, even to make happy or joke or something, bringing prop is not a bad thing, but don't be dead serious about this. If you enjoy the speech by carrying the prop, you take it. But I gave the definition of what is prop, that's all. Mr. Eshan, you are happy with my answer?
Yes, I'm happy with your answer.
Thank you, Eshan. Thank you.
I have 4 more questions, and the second question is, for example, what type of topics are having the tendency to add more humor? Like, what are the topics that normally has this humor?
Yeah, it's a good question, Eshan. In my case, now what I personally feel in my style is something different. Different mean, now say husband and wife, you can create more humor. Students and teachers, yes, something like that. But the problem, if you go on that track, so how you are going to pick the notes, I mean the jokes and the something, how you're going to select. So my way of thinking something like what I generally do, when I have some Facebook and WhatsApp and wherever I see some quotes or jokes, I have a library, right? I have a separate motivational quotes, emotional quotes, and jokes also. I'm having a library. In my phone, I'm a different folder. Now, even that folder, I filtered to the different way. Now, I told you, I'll tell 3 examples. Now, I told the nurse story, whether there's an operation is going to keep the baby happy or not. Then I told the lady, he got married to the Chinese husband, right? Now, I connect everything as a consistency and make a story. I'll tell you how I connected that, right? Now, I told you, this is how that girl, I start from the girl, no? Then she was expecting the 9 months, they got the pain, they admitted to the hospital. So she wanted me to come to the hospital, and she gave the address somewhere in Sapukaskanda. So I thought opportunity comes once, we should not miss it. I went there. And the mother and the girl, they are telling they took the baby to the operation theater. Why don't you go and see that? So I went to the operation theater. There only the dialogue is going. Now I'm connecting, right? So after coming to the room, but I didn't express that, the baby has already passed away. I didn't tell that. But later the doctor and the nurse was coming to the room. By that time, I'm showing the body language, how the nurse was walking, something like that. In every moment, I have to keep the audience happy. Then the doctor said the operation is success, but we couldn't save the baby's life. That is, everyone knows jokes, right? And this lady started to shout, I knew this, I knew this, I knew this, I knew this. And the doctor and the nurse were throwing at me because I only heard the conversation. In fact, I didn't pass the message. But this lady shouting, I knew this, I knew this, I knew this. Doctors are frowning at me. She was keep on shouting and say, I knew this Chinese product will never last long. Then quickly I went to the doctor and said, doctor, you don't get upset. Her husband is a Chinese. That's what she says, this baby Chinese product will never last long. That's what she got angry. Other than that, nothing like that. Okay, now this is a joke, but I feel nobody didn't laugh for this joke. But it was a good response in the audience because this is talking about the Chinese product. So I connected that to the situation. Okay, and again after that I'm coming out. By the time when I'm coming out, there was a patient with this operation gadget and all the sale and bottle everything. He was running. All the people are chasing her, but he was running. So luckily, one of his friends told him and said, "Why you are running?" Then by the time I'm also crossing them. Then their friends are talking here. The nurse telling it's not a major operation. You just try, nothing will happen. Then the friend says, the nurse says it's not a major operation, nothing will happen. Then why you are running? No. The nurse is telling to the doctor. Right? So these are the jokes here and there I pick and I'm connecting that. You got it? Therefore, if you have the jokes and try to connect, it will work out. Rather, if you go for a particular this thing, my problem, how you're going to get the material for that? Now, if you're going for a particular issue, how you're going to get the material? Sometimes it may not work out properly. Therefore, collect this thing and filter it. These are, you can connect to these jokes or the speech and connect certain things and connect to another speech. There will be a connectivity. So you can create 2-3 speeches. Have 2-3 speeches. Go with one speech for the club. Go with the second speech for the area. Take the top speech to the division. Then you also improving. It's easy for you to create the speech. Always what my speech is, if I ask a question from my audience, if I ask what speech was the best speech for you, can anybody tell me? What was the best speech of you? Can anybody remember that? If I ask, you have done 10 speeches, something like that, I'm asking, what was the best speech? What is your answer? You should say my next speech. Okay, so if so, that speech is the best speech. So have the record of that. Keep it with you. Even for the club level, don't just do the speech for the sake of finishing the project. I never do that. Every speech is my own baby. I give the full attention. 100%, even for the club level, I'll do the speech just for the contest level. That is best I'll do. I never do for the sake of doing the project and finishing that. So that is how I prepare the speech. Then I keep that. Okay, even most of the time when they call for the judging, I like to go as a test speaker. You got it? So I'll go and do this as a test speaker. So I have many speeches. So my humble request to all the members, have more speeches. Have it carefully. Have it record. Now you have a more option to do, serve that. Keep that. Keep everything as your own product. So this is my answer for this. Rather, if you stick to one way, if you go there, I don't know how you go and create and end with the good speech. Unless otherwise you are so smart to, there are some genius, they write the script, the story, jokes and all. I don't think we are accountants. We are not happy with these jokes, stories and all. So we have too many work to do in the office. Therefore, I don't think that you can take more time to create own jokes and own story like that. Therefore, you pick here and there. I'm not saying, copying is another issue, but you copy and put it to your own experience. Then the judges can't identify that. All the jokes, what I said now, is not my own joke. All I copied. But when the way you connect only the 20 second or 22 minutes, you can copy a speech according to the rules. Therefore, you pick here and there and you connect it. This is my personal opinion on your answer questions, because that is how I do. I have many jokes and everything. I just filter and I create 2-3 speeches. Ishan, are you happy with that technique? Ishan? Ishan is not happy with my answer. I think that's what he's not answering.
Toastmaster Hishan,
No, I got a connection lost, Toastmaster Babukumar, because I'm in a place where the front has been cut.
If you are not get my message, you can call me, Ishan. I'll repeat that, no problem.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Babukumar. I do have 2 more questions though.
Yes.
Wait a minute. So the question is, what sort of speech gets more attention? Like, can we say like stories, fictions, and all those stuff, and make it more interesting? What sort of like speech?
Yeah,
Is it?
story anyhow will work out. Story is a very interesting. If there's a humor or not, they will listen to you. The storytelling is a fantastic technique. But in the humorous speech, that story should have a humor.
Okay.
Then 100% you are okay with that. Okay. But I'll tell you one thing. Humorous speech is very difficult than the international speech. International speech, you not need to create humor. So the slide 2-3 humor is okay. But in the humorous speech, 100% humor. So if you are doing a humorous speech, international speech is nothing for you.
Okay.
Understood. Therefore, it's very difficult. But story is very ideal way to do the speech. But anyhow, sometimes some judges, they expect some value from your speech. There should be a take-home message. But in my personal opinion, if someone was thinking reason for the laugh, better not to laugh. Just to laugh, if you are searching reason, I don't like, you don't laugh, you keep quiet. That's what my answer. Laughing is the best meditation. So you do not need to have a reason for that. Understood? Therefore, but sometimes the contest may think very serious reason. For an example, if you want, I'll tell you like that. One day it's happened to me in my speech. That's the same speech, right? This connectivity. After night, I'm coming to what is that Sapgas on the road around 12 o'clock. 20, 25 years or 40 years ago, I'm a young boy. There's a board shows high security zone. I'm a Tamil. If I get caught to the army, finished. So I was panicked. I was thinking somehow I have to get it up from that place. There's nothing there, but there was a bus coming very slowly, very, very slowly. But I thought I want to dry the hair while sanction, no matter where the bus is going, we'll get into the bus. But not need to stop. It was coming very slowly. I got into the bus and seated. Okay, after that one, I feel I'm breathing. These are the body language. You can keep the audience with you. But when I look around the bus, nobody was there inside. I was wondering, what is this? Why the midnight, nobody is going to travel. So I looked the conductor. He is also not to be seen. All of a sudden, my eyesight went to the driver's seat. That was also empty. Now I am alone in the bus. Bus is moving. Okay, so I create some humor, some imagination like that, and I end with the powerful message. Okay, it will take time, another 1 minute to end this message. So sometimes if you end with the message, it's good. The topic was traveling with a ghost. That was the topic. So I'm bringing some curiosity, end with something and giving a powerful message. So if you can give a powerful message, it's a good speech. Yes, Ishan. Ishan.
Hishan, please go ahead with the next question.
Is Ishan is silence until you open. I'll tell what's happened to the end just for the benefit of other members. So I was inside, I was sweating, swearing and everything. I was showing some body language and all. Then then if I get caught, I'll get caught to the army. Inside ghost. No, because I'm traveling with ghost. No. So I'm creating some situation. I'm thinking some more the as early as possible I had to get down from the bus. But I heard there someone is making kottu. So you make like that to keep the audience with you. Then I thought, okay, I'll get down at the kottu place. Before that, there was a garage. I thought at least at the garage we'll get down. So the bus somewhere they reached the garage. I ran to the front door to get down from the bus. Bus also stopped. Now I am little bit strong because I can see the kottu man and the garage people and all. Then again I looked the driver's seat. It was empty. By that time, 2 individuals got into the bus from the back door. I was so happy. I want to go and hug them because a couple of minutes I was empty in the bus without anybody. But the short one started blackguarding me like nothing. He's recollecting my father, grandfather name and all. Then I thought it's not good to stay in the bus. I got down from the bus, but this man was looking at me through the window and keep on shouting. All the people gathered there, even the kottu man also came. they may be friends. Then one man asking, Lal, why you are shouting at him? Because they are friends. And the Lal was replying, Sarath, Mohini Anduing, bus එක දුණු කැඩුනා. කැඩිච්ච බස් එක මායි ඩ්‍රයිවර් උන තල්ලු කරගෙන එනවා. ඌ ඕකෙන් වාඩි වෙලා එනවා. Understood. So I was panic. That's what I didn't notice this bus was coming so slowly. These two were individuals are pushing the bus. Without that, I was panic. I got into the bus and I was making big story. I'm traveling with the ghost, sweating, swearing, everything. And with the great difficulties, I got down. Then I told the message what I left is, dear friends, if your mind is weak, every situation in your life is a threat. You have to run. If your mind is neutral, the situation is challenge. You have to fight. But your mind is strong. The situation is objective, opportunity. So keep the mind strong. The life is an opportunity. So that is how I end the speech. So I create the joke, and for that situation, I'm giving a message. So if you can connect it like that, is good. I don't know, I'm taking your time, madam. You having other programs, debate and all?
No worries, sir. If Hishan is not there, Toastmaster, you can go ahead with the remaining questions.
Yes, I think we can ask from the audience if they have any questions. Please raise your hand and ask the question.
Even the lucky thing, yesterday I had a program in the AAT. So my wife want to go to meet a doctor. Then I shouted at her, why you have to tell me like that? No, she's okay, I'll put the appointment tomorrow. So today was the doctor day. Just I'll tell you that. Okay, from morning onward I was busy. Evening when I was looking the phone only, I saw my flyer with my photo. Because that Kanchan has in the flyer. Then I got to know I am having a session today, but the doctor appointment 7:30. Thank God the doctor will come 9 o'clock. That is the system in Sri Lanka. No, so I was waiting for the message. Humour hospital. When the message comes, I can leave the home, no problem. So these are the technique we have to use. I have covered this session. My wife also same. Doctor also I'm going to meet. Yes, sir. Give your answer. Give your questions. If you have any questions, I can answer you. Mr. Etiarachi, you have 2 questions. Yes, Mr. Etiarachi.
Thank you very much, DTM Babu. I had 2 questions. Now,
Yes.
question number 1: laughter should be included throughout the speech, or not should be at the end or beginning?
Throughout the speech is superb. If you can have a speech and you have a script, fantastic. But it's difficult. That's what I'm thinking. It's a difficult, you know, sometimes you go just stand up joke that judges, they don't like that. But you should have a connectivity. Understood? So with the connectivity, with the story, throughout the speech, if you can make them laugh, you are the winner, no doubt.
Thank you very much, DTM Babu. Then my last question is, what sort of speech get more attention? What sort of speech get more attention day-to-day life, during day-to-day life? Stories or fictions?
There's no hard and fast rules. Okay, providing that the audience are happy, we are keep them laughing, it's okay. Okay, therefore I don't stick to this and this. You just go with your taste. You know, you have a different talent. Different people have a different talent. So based on your talents, based on your capacity, you just create whatever the speech, whatever the type, no issue. But sometimes I don't personally like insulting some people and cracking a joke. I have seen even some champion speakers I have seen. Now see, some community, the way they speak, creating joke on that is not a joke at all. I personally feel you can insult yourself and make a joke out of this, it's okay. If I insult Heshan or Mr. Etiarchi and creating a joke, it's not a joke at all. Okay, not only Heshan and Etiarchi, even some outsiders with unknown person or unknown community or unknown citizen or whatever the country people, I personally don't like to crack a joke. I not allow that as a joke if I'm a judge. Okay, so we should have a discipline, we should have a policy in cracking joke. Some double meaning joke also, I don't want to entertain that. It may embarrass the audience. Okay, so try to avoid such a things. Then you do whatever the type, no problem, it's fine for me. I'm just saying, that's my idea.
Thank you very much, DTM Babu. Mr. Toastmaster of the day, Pupudu, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Heshan. Is there any more questions from the audience? If there is, please, you can ask.
If there's no any questions, I don't want to take your time. My humble request again. Now there are 27 members, right? If all of you just think I don't want to win anyone, I want to win myself. Therefore, I'm going to contest this time. I'm going to prepare a speech. I'm going to practice the speech, and I'm going to deliver to my level best or above that. And I'm going to learn out of that. That is the real, effort you are doing to be a Toastmaster. Because you are spending the money, you are spending the time, every month, twice you are coming. But what you are learning from this and what you are going to learn being a contestant in the speech is totally different. Therefore, my dear friends, at least once you try. Maybe you are not a good speaker. Maybe you are not a good writer of a speech. No worries. No worries. You just developing your level. Now see the Asian, your past president, Tinusha Pamanwarachi, just joined as a Toastmaster. His intention was not to become a best Toastmaster or outstanding Toastmaster like that, but he awarded because of the involvement, right? Therefore, each and every member, just for your improvement, just contest. See, if there are 27 contestants, the 8 emerging is a history that you should have a 3 contests for the club level. 10, 10, 10, right? Filter it, get the good speaker, fight among you, don't go and fight with other people. Generally, we fight with ourselves, right? So we'll fight with our club member and we'll improve ourselves, and you individually you're going to improve yourself. So that is the real benefit you are going to give to yourself. I'll tell you one thing, my dear friends. If you know, there are 2 ways. There are certain things I have able to do. There are certain things I'm not able to do. But if I am not doing what I'm able to do, the very, very bad thing I'm doing for myself. I should not do that. Okay. Therefore, all my members, my humble request, contest this time. Don't worry about winning. I told if you by winning, you are not going to learn anything. But when you are a loser, you learn a lot. Your mistakes, your approach, everything you will learn. Therefore, without taking more time, please contest and feel the difference. Definitely you feel the difference once you're done. Then only, otherwise, just looking around that and looking the contestants, you never learn anything. But once you contest, you will do that. In the meantime, my best wishes for a gentleman, our grammarian today, who came with the intention to become a winner. I wish you, I'll pray for you. One day you'll become a winner, no doubt. Because if there's a will, there's a way. He have the intention, definitely he will do that. We all wish him, it will going to happen, we are going to witness that. Wish you good luck. Even I wish all the other members also, just try your level best and do your best just for your improvement.
Thank you, DTM Babukumar, for this wonderful session. It has been excellent to have your thoughts and ideas, and thank you very much for your time with us today. It's all about improving ourselves rather than battling with anyone else. It's a battle with ourselves. So let's move into our next session. We'll start the prepared speak session. We have a first speaker,